Confucius once said, "Everything has beauty, but only some can see it."
We live in a really stressful world. Full of chaos.
But we can find simple joy in serving others.
And being kind.
This symbol means peace in Chinese. The main point in Confucianism is to always find peace and joy in serving and helping others and being kind. Do you hear what I hear? I hear music. That piece was composed by Edvard Grieg. He titled it Morning because of the morning fog that rolled over his hometown in Germany. He strongly believed in peace, which influenced much of his musical compositions. When Confucius lived, there was a lot of chaos. The Shang dynasty had just been overthrown, and China had lost the mandate of heaven. This symbol represents yin and yang, which is an important symbol in Taoism. Taoism and Confucianism are similar in the fact that they both believe in peace and harmony.
Just like in our world, at the end of the Shang dynasty, there was lots of chaos. There was no respect between the leaders and the subjects.
The first Qin emperor, who was buried in this tomb, was buried with lots of riches and statues because people remembered him as a great ruler. But they didn't love the first Qin emperor because he was a strong legalist. They only remembered him as a ruler that they had to obey, and the consequences if they didn't were...
Confucius was a scholar who lived during the Zhou dynasty. He was sick of disrespect from the leaders, so he took a stand and started Confucianism. Confucianism is a blend of Taoism and Buddhism. One of its main teachings is respect, especially from the leaders to the subjects.
Can we meet Confucius?
No, Confucius was a scholar who lived from 551 to 479 BC in eastern China. That's thousands of years ago. The main teachings in Confucianism were filial piety or respect. In Confucianism, there are 5 relationships: subject and leader, father and son, mother and father, friends, and brother. There's also service or selflessness in helping others and living with integrity.
Because of Western influence and movement, the location of this religion universalized, diffused, and distributed throughout the world. It is mainly concentrated in areas such as Pakistan, China, and India, because that is where Confucius is from, and that is where the religion originated.
Relocation and expansion diffusion occurred after the construction of the Silk Road because people made their empires larger. Many religions at this time were ethnic. This religion appealed to many people because it was a universal religion. Universal religions allow converts and aren't as strict.
This is related to the 5 themes of geography because just like place organizes the way we think of a location, the religions also organize the way we think of a location. Because now when we think of Buddhism and China, and ancient China, we think of Confucius.
Confucianism isn't really a religion, it's more of a philosophy. This is because it is neither monotheistic or polytheistic, because they don't worship any gods. However, they do ceremonies that bring inner peace. They also perform meditation. There is one temple in China where scholars go to learn about the secrets of Confucianism. They also practice the ceremonies and meditations there. The Analects were a book of records written down during the Zhou dynasty. They were Confucius's teachings and a lot of his quotes that were recorded by his followers and a lot of other.
You don't have to be Confucianism to believe in its teachings. Being a part of Confucianism is just living a selfless and kind life. This is the heart of Confucianism. Every time you help others, you follow Confucius even if you don't know it. A disciple once asked Confucius what the definition of charity is. Confucius said, "To love one another. Remember this, because you are living Confucianism every day."
Life is really simple, yet we insist on making it complicated. A man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. A man who does not ask is a fool for life. If your plan is for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate children.
But maybe we can take a field trip back in time so we can meet Confucius. He probably has tons of candy from all the good stuff he did. What do you mean, go to science class? Why would you say that? Of course we can travel through time. It's the basic rules of common sense. It's common sense to travel back in time so that we can meet Confucius. I want candy.